Hi, I'm Dr. Jangi Bajwa. I'm a veterinary dermatologist at the Vet Derm Clinic in Surrey, BC. I'm here with Dr. Juanita today, and she'll be asking me a question that the CAVD obtained through doing a survey with the veterinarians, asking them for most common questions that clients ask them or pet owners ask them. So what is my question, Dr. Juanita?
Oh, you have a good one today, Dr. Bajwa.
Sweet.
Why can't I just have those pills or drops again?
Excellent. All questions are good questions, and this is an excellent one. So there's multiple reasons why treating based on previous history or previously what may have worked may not always be a good idea. So talking about any treatment, including ear medications, ear drops, things can change. So veterinary dermatology, including skin and ear conditions, can look similar with different causes or different infections that could be affecting them. For example, antibiotics are used to kill bacteria only, and they don't always work for all bacteria. So different antibiotics have different purposes and different sensitivities, meaning when they work. So when it comes to refilling antibiotics or just getting more of those pills, what may have happened in the past may not be what is needed right now. Also, your dog, even though it may look visually similar or it may smell similar and the hair loss may be similar to what happened last time, maybe it is a different infection. Maybe there's a yeast infection happening and not a bacterial infection. Yeast is a fungus, not a bacteria. Maybe there's no infection and it's an allergic flare happening where there's just hair loss and redness of the skin or scaling of the skin happening. Maybe your dog, could get shampoo baths and it's a milder infection or an early infection, even if it is the same infection as last time.
How long? That's a really good point. Can I just jump in here? You just said something about maybe you don't need these. Maybe you just need to bathe. I think a lot of people feel like it's going to be cheaper to just do this again because they're sure it's the same thing. But in some cases, you might actually be spending less money because it's not appropriate this time around.
Absolutely. And it's diagnostically helpful for the vet to see your pet from time to time, especially when they're not doing well. So it tells you what was done last time was adequate in the moment, but long term, we don't have the problem under control. So even if, it's the same problem or similar problem, maybe, your vet happens to see or catch an infection early or even before an infection comes up, and they can actually move the diagnostic process forward, meaning how do we actually even prevent this from coming back in the future? And bathing is huge. It's less expensive, it's more work, so it may not be for every particular family or pet, but it's a very good option if you can. So shampoo refills I'm okay with because there's not a lot of downsides with shampooing your pet more as long as your products are the correct products, they're vet approved and so on. Similarly, we're talking about topical treatments, not pills. Ear drops often work almost no matter what you use for a very short period of time. So sometimes it can be misleading to use an ear drop in the ear for 2-3 days because a lot of ear drops have steroids in them. They can calm the ears down, make them look better, but that's a false improvement. So something I really focus in on in terms of not treating without actually diagnosing or getting a vet exam done is, especially with ears, is to make sure that it is an infection, is it the same infection or a different one, and using adequate treatment. So if we have eardrops at home from last time that we failed to use, that we used for a shorter period of time than they were prescribed for, that may actually be the reason why the problem keeps coming back. So definitely get your vet's recommendations, do the treatment as prescribed. We should never have pills or eardrops left over at home because we did not finish them, because that leads to chronicity, it leads to recurrence. And if we keep using, eardrops or antibiotics without prescriptions or by getting simple refills sometimes, it can lead to bacterial resistance, which can lead to an itchy pet, an uncomfortable pet, because you may be masking signs, not treating signs, and your pet's happiness lies in a big way in appropriate treatment and also diagnosing, and your vet getting to see your pet when things are not going perfectly.
So if I'm going to summarize our question today is throw those outdated ones out that you didn't finish. Don't go ahead and treat them over and over again. And it's really important to look again because what it was last time, it might not be what it is this time. So it's might not be the right thing, and you might actually make it worse.
Exactly. It might not be the same thing. It may be the same thing, but maybe your vet can kind of take things to the next level and make them better. Throw the medications away if they're expired. I would say if they're not expired, save them, because your vet may actually say, yes, it's not a bad idea to use them again, but under veterinary recommendation would be the right way to do it. So
That's awesome.
agree.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bajwa. You, as usual, are a fountain of information. I really appreciate you answering that question today.
Thank
Have
you.
a great day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.